guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is the monthly reading for the month of February 2021. I'm sorry, I know I'm a few days late on this, but I want to go ahead and get these out so that I can start working on the love reading for the middle of February. So be looking out for those, and I'm going to try to do something a little bit different, a little bit special with those for the Valentine month. But this, this general reading, it really depends, obviously as a general reading, the messages may or may not resonate with you. And sometimes the messages that come through are more heavily weighted towards, career, finance. It really depends. So, if you wanted a personal reading, you would need to reach out and get a private reading from me. If you're interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. I'd also invite you to join up with me on TikTok if you're on there. I'm at Changing Phases Tarot. And just a big thank you to each and every one of you, subscribers, people who just found me today. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing. I really, really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. So I will stop for now, and I will see each of the signs in a second for the reading. Hi Aries, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. I have been shuffling off camera, but I will give the deck a couple more shuffles here. So what are the messages for Aries for the month of February? What does Aries need to know? Messages for Aries for the month of February 2021. What does Aries need to know? What are the messages for Aries? We'll give the deck one last shuffle, and then we'll begin. Divide the deck. Okay, center of your spread. Ooh, we have the Queen of Wands. I will show you the cards in a second. Crossed by Nine of Swords. What is keeping you up at night? Let's see. Foundation, Five of Swords. Recent past, Strength. Crowning you, Seven of Pentacles. Near future, we have the Knight of Cups. You appear as the Five of Cups. Surrounding you in your environment, or however others are viewing you, we have Major Arcana number 9, the Hermit. Hopes and fears, you have Major Arcana number 19, the Sun. And the outbound energy, Two of Pentacles. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy. Okay, you have the Queen of Cups, and underneath it, the Two of Cups. So, water energy, right? Obviously, you're a fire sign, Aries, but the Queen of Cups could be a person that you're dealing with. If so, this would typically be more of an older water sign individual. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a mother figure, could be your own mother, mother of your children. Doesn't necessarily have to be though, right? Could be somebody who is just very loving, very nurturing, very caring, very open as well. Out of all of the queens, the Queen of Cups is the most intuitive, so also intuitive. And she's very open. She's very open and loving. So this could be a person that you're dealing with. This could be the energy that you're taking on with the Queen of Cups this month. Could be the energy that you need to take on, right? So to be more open and loving with other people. And immediately below it, the Two of Cups, this is the Minor Arcana version of the Lover's card. So soulmate connection, can be a partnership, if, more to do with like career or work. But it's a deep soul connection with another individual. Can be a head or heart decision at times, but because twos oftentimes speak of decisions, choices to be made. But lots of water energy there. So we'll see how those tie in with everything else. You know, let me go ahead and I just dropped the deck on the floor here. Let me go ahead and clarify. I want to clarify this Nine of Swords. So what is this Nine of Swords for Aries? Please clarify. What do we need to know? What is this Nine of Swords for Aries? Please clarify the Nine of Swords. Okay, we're going to do another shuffle. Okay, so we have, clarifying it, we have a repeater. So that's the Hermit showing up again. We have the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. Yeah, so there's something to do with possibly a decision, needing to, you know, make a decision about something. That could be, you know, it's keeping you up at night. Yeah, a choice to be made here. That could be a fire sign. Obviously, I mean, you're a fire sign, Aries. This could just be you showing up. Here is the Knight of Wands. This could also be an offer coming in, right? A job offer. The Knight of Wands can be, if it's to do with a project, one that you're very excited about. If this is a new relationship, there's a lot of passion involved here. And, you know, the Hermit sitting in the past position, you know, this is also in your environment. So there could have been, you know, you could have been taking this time out to reflect, right? Time out for yourself. It's a card of retreat, of, it's also a spiritual card, but, you know, retreating, trying to figure things out, reflection. It's associated with the sign of Virgo. So we have earth and fire there, clarifying the Nine of Swords. Let me also clarify this Five of Swords as well. There, please clarify the Five of Swords for Aries. What is this Five of Swords? Please clarify the Five of Swords for Aries. Okay, those just flew out. Did you see that? We'll take them in that. Okay. Wow, we have Ace of Discs, so Ace of Coins, Major Arcana, number 14, the Temperance, right, which is balance, can be delays, but balance more than anything, and Ace of Cups, so two aces and a Major Arcana. So there's some new beginning here, right, to do with either a relationship, could be a job, and there, you know, with this sitting in the center of these two cards, there could have been a need, or things could have been out of balance as far as, you know, the different areas of your life. Sometimes the Temperance card shows up when we are, you know, giving too much or devoting too much of ourselves or time to one particular area. So, you know, working too much, neglecting your family. It's that balance between work and home and family. So it's that type of energy. And it's on this Five of Swords, which is another, I know I'm kind of jumping all over here. I will go through the entire spread, but I just wanted to clarify those to begin with, okay? Okay, so let's have a look here, and then I will come back to what I was just saying once we get there. Okay, so we have this wonderful energy of the Queen of Wands, and I love her in this deck. She just looks like really happy, right? It's like she's holding this spark in her hand. She's, yeah, she could be a person. This could obviously be you again, as in Aries, lots of fire energy here. So it could be you just very much, you know, in your power, showing up here as this Queen of Wands, ready to, you know, go after whatever you need to go after and whatever you need to tackle this month. She's very dynamic. Usually think of her as being, you know, a very sort of vivacious, very attractive individual. So this could be you just, you know, coming across as more attractive than than normal, or, you know, more, sort of more alluring than normal. Fire energy, it is all about, you know, that excitement, the passion. It has to do as well with, you know, our work or projects, but there's a lot of passion. She's kind of like, I think of her as like the ultimate multitasker. So she's able to juggle a million things at one time, does it all very well, right? But with her being helped or hindered by this Nine of Swords, this, like I said in the beginning, it's sometimes referred to as the nightmare card, because it's, you know, the energy of having so many thoughts going round and around, circling around in your mind, that you're kept up at night. You're unable to sleep, right? You're worried, you're going over and over something. So it could be a decision, could have to do with a new job, right? And that's why I pulled the clarifiers on it. And, you know, we did have this sort of retreating, we had this news coming in, and then this decision. So it could be to do with this new decision about a job, right? The Five of Swords in the deep past at the foundation, usually this is, you know, it's not the greatest of energies. The Five of Swords, the suit of Swords has to do with the mind. It's the suit of, you know, the intellect. It's also communication, so how we get thoughts across to other people. And with this, you know, usually it shows there's like there's been a battle and somebody has come out ahead, but it's like, okay, you might have won that battle, but at what cost? Who ended up getting hurt in the process? You know, what else happened? Was it worth it? So, you know, this could have happened to you. That could have been somebody, you know, who did this to you. You're in the situation of the Five of Swords, and it is a card of conflict. It can be, you know, experiencing loss. It's about, you know, somebody being deceitful. Yes, there could have been a victory for the other person, but, you know, again, at what cost? But the message of the card is, you know, to move forward. So don't kind of dwell on whatever this negative situation or experience that you went through. Don't dwell on that and keep moving on. And again, with these, you know, I kind of get like head or heart. There could have been, somebody might have been deceitful within, you know, either the workplace with the Ace of Discs here, or the to do with a relationship with the Ace of Cups. So, but keep moving on, right? Have the inner strength, which is why the Strength card showing up here in the recent past. This is Major Arcana, associated with the sign of Leo. Yeah, and it's about maintaining your courage, right? Having that inner strength, that inner determination, even in the face of, you know, adversity and hard times and, you know, difficult situations. It's about having that inner strength to keep going, to not let yourself get down and feel as though, you know, oh, it's all over, and, you know, how am I possibly going to go forward? You are going to go forward, you know. It's just having that inner strength. I'm not saying it's not difficult, you know, with the Nine of Wands here, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords. It's not easy, but you have the inner determination to keep moving, right? And there seems to be a focus on your finances here, on what you've done so far in your life, what you've achieved so far, what you want to achieve, what still needs to be done. Because the Seven of Pentacles, it's earth energy, right? So earth energy is very grounded. It has to do with the material things here in the spiritual realm. So it could be, you know, to do with your career, could be to do with your home, your family. But you can see here that the man, obviously, he's planted the seed, he's taken care of it, he's watered it, right? It's growing. We can see that it's, you know, now this little tree coming up there. And so it's a lot of times it's when you are reevaluating and saying, okay, what do I need to do differently within your career? if you stay on that same path, you know, are you ultimately going to get where you want to in life? Do you need to do anything different, right? It's about reevaluating, right? And like understanding or recognizing that you have reached a certain point. You know, you've done a lot of the hard work and you've reached this certain point of having the tree, you know, sprouting up and growing and everything seems to be on the up and up. But there's also this, okay, and what do I need to do to get to the 10 of Pentacles, right? What else do I need to do? So there's a certain amount of reflection here. We have that as well with the Hermit card, the Hermit over here as well. So reflecting, you know, but again, it's also a sign of, yeah, you need to keep going. So that message is kind of coming up again and again in your reading. Yes, you need to keep going, no matter how difficult, you need to keep going. In your near future, you have the Knight of Cups. So this could be another person, right? This Knight of Cups is typically more of a middle-aged, like water sign individual, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And, you know, is like the Prince Charming type of energy, right? He's the knight in shining armor. He goes off on a quest and he comes back bearing gifts, bearing red roses. We have a love letter. We have, you know, this open vessel here, just like what she has, right? The cup here. So he's bringing that chalice. He's bringing in the Holy Grail, that offer of love, right? Along with, looks like a bottle of wine. So I guess that helps too, right? Bringing in the wine and the love letter and roses. But he's coming in with a gift, right? And he's usually the type of person who, you know, loves the idea of being in love. He's very romantic. He's very, as a, you know, the Knight of Cups, very emotional, very open, and he's coming in. So you could be, if you haven't met this person already, you could have this person coming in. Now, this could be, you know, they're coming in with an offer of love for you. This could be, you know, we do have the roses. This could be coming up for Valentine's Day for some of you. But they could also be bringing in news about, you know, if this is an offer to do with, say, a job or a promotion or something along those lines, it's one that is going to make you happy, right? So they're bringing in an offer that's ultimately going to make you happy. So you appear as the Five of Cups, which in this deck, you can see that kind of like they've all spilled out here. The Four Cups have all kind of spilled out, except for this Holy Grail back there. But she's so worried and, you know, looking and sort of dwelling on the past and what hasn't worked out, the past relationships that haven't worked out, you know, the people that have treated her badly, the deceptions, right? Going back to this Five of Swords. Fives are difficult energies. Fives have to do with, it is like that sort of lack mentality or some type of conflict. But here, you know, she's not paying attention to this Ace of Cups that she has right next to her. So there's too much dwelling in the past, which can sometimes hinder you, you know, having that open heart and opening yourself up to new things coming in. And others are viewing you as the Hermit, or, you know, you could have people in your environment or how others view you. The Hermit is that spiritual enlightenment associated with the sign of Virgo, sorry. So earth energy here, so Virgo. And it is a card of retreat, of, you know, you can see that here, she's gone off into the mountains, but she's just, you know, she's on this spiritual quest. She's by herself. She's in the moment. She is, you know, reflecting. There's a lot of reflection as well, reflecting on what's going on in her life, you know, where she's heading, possibly the past deception. You know, there is this reflection. But then look at the change. We go from like these two blue, look at the colors. They're almost identical, right? These blue, teals, very sort of, like not dark, but yeah, there's more deeper sort of energy too. Look at these two bright ones. And it's like we have, looks like these suns there is what the Two of Pentacles reminds me of in this deck. And we have the Sun card. This is just, you know, you're hoping for the best. You're hoping for this Sun energy, which is, you know, everything is right in the world. The Sun comes in to shine its light, to clarify, you know, to make things grow. So it's a great energy of growth and, you know, of bringing in positive things as well. So positive energies coming in. This could be, you know, with your relationships, connections. It's also vitality. It's good health. And it's a big yes card, right? It's probably the most positive card in the deck. So if there is something that you've been waiting for an answer on, you have it here. So you're hoping for this Sun. You're hoping for the big yes. You're hoping for this, you know, great progress. And but again, like as you head into the next month, there is this, again, this sort of needing to make a decision. In this case, with the Two of Pentacles showing up, possibly to do with this job, right? It could have to do with as well like a home, with it being Pentacles, so earth energy, home, family, career. But there's some type of juggling. And with the Two of Pentacles, sometimes it shows up when you have been juggling different areas of your life. So, you know, juggling your work with your family, or juggling, you know, to sort of pay the bills, to make ends meet. And decision, you know, and so there could be, we're kind of back to the center here with this decision to be made after reflecting on, you know, the situation. But you have this Queen of Wands sitting at the center. So there is this very dynamic, you know, sort of momentum pushing you through the month, right? But there seems to be decisions that need to be made here. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle card. So what additional message do we have for Aries for the month of February? One additional message. What does Aries need to know? One additional message for Aries for the month of February. What does Aries need to know? Okay, I'm going to shuffle one last time and divide the deck. Okay, and you have discovering truth. It says you stand in the light of truth. Let me find the guidebook here. Let me just put this down. Don't want to drop things on the floor. I did that in the last reading and it made a terrible noise. It's because I have this guidebook on the side of the desk and it knocked off my this box because it's a tin box that made a ton of noise. Okay, we have discovering truth. It says, listen to the wisdom that rises from your soul, even if those around you don't agree. Trust your instincts, be yourself, whatever the situation, and respond from the authentic place inside. Be starkly honest with yourself. Speak your truth, live your truth, walk your talk. Listen to your inner guidance and follow it. You radiate the energy of truth to others so that they can find their truth. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, if you're facing a decision, what are we even talking about? That's funny. And your mind says one thing and your heart says another. I was saying here, had a heart decision. And I said that with the Two of Cups over there. You have so many twos. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, right? Two of Cups. Where was I? Follow the dictates of the heart and you will be on the right path. If you get a nudge to speak to someone or go in a particular direction, don't hesitate. Follow that guidance. On your journey, others may indicate what path you should take and why. You can listen to their advice, however. If your heart indicates another way, follow that. There's a place inside of yourself that always knows the truth. Take time to be still to discover that genuine place of knowing within. Often the hardest part about living your truth is discovering what it is. So it's important to slow down, be quiet, and listen to the whispers of your soul. if there's an area of your life in which you're not being authentic or where you're not in integrity with your values, this is the time to make some changes. Very interesting. So definitely decisions here. Could be, it's going to be different for everybody, but could be in the area of love, could be in the area of your career. But decisions to be made, and you're being guided to, and we had the 2 Hermit cards, which again, there's very spiritual energies, right? The 2 Hermits showing up. So definitely, if there's a head or heart decision, go with the heart. You're being guided to do that. You definitely can't go wrong if you listen, to that inner voice, that inner wisdom. And retreating. So it might be a good month for you to find, I know it's not always easy, but find that 5 minutes just to each day to, sit, meditate. And when I say meditate, I think a lot of people think that it has to be a big, elaborate thing, and it doesn't. Meditation can be different for everybody. You can take 5 minutes to just sort of, even when you're showering, stand in the shower and, reflect. Just don't let yourself think about anything else at that time. Just, be in the moment. Or it could be a more structured meditation, right? If you like following sort of a guided meditation. But it's important for you this month to take that time to, have that 5 minutes to retreat, reflect, right? Listen to that inner voice. And that's what's going to help you, make whatever this decision is. Okay, so I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of February. Bye for now.